These 5 mistakes are keeping you poor. The 10-year math. Think about it. You work hard every single day, you put in the hours, and your income is actually growing. But at the end of the month, when you check your bank balance, it's either zero or just a few thousand rupees left. Where does all that money go? We like to blame inflation, but the truth is, it's not inflation. It's 5 silent daily habits that are quietly stealing lakhs of rupees straight from your pocket. Today, we aren't talking about vague financial advice. We are going to open up the calculator and look at the cold, hard math of how these small daily habits will cost you lakhs of rupees over the next 10 years. Watch this video until the very end, because 90% of people are actively making the very last mistake. The first mistake is the small purchase trap. Whenever we spend 50 Indian rupees or 100 Indian rupees a day, we tell ourselves, come on, it's just $100, what difference does it make? A daily cutting chai, an afternoon snack, or a quick cold drink. Let's do the math. Suppose you spend just 100 Indian rupees every single day on minor things you could have easily skipped. In a month, that is 100 Indian rupees multiplied by 30, which equals 3,000 Indian rupees. In a year, that is 3,000 Indian rupees multiplied by 12, which equals 36,000 Indian rupees. Most people will think, okay, 36,000 a year isn't going to make me broke. But hold on. If you took that same 3,000 Indian rupees a month and invested it into a solid mutual fund via a monthly SIP instead of spending it, compounding at a conservative average annual return of 12%, do you know how much that becomes in 10 years? A whopping Indian rupee 697,000. That is nearly 7 lakh rupees. The 100 Indian rupees snack habit you have today is literally sacrificing 7 lakhs from your future self. Think about it. The difference between homemade tea and outside snacks is worth a down payment on a house. The second mistake is paying a convenience tax. Thanks to delivery and quick commerce apps, we order food or groceries out of pure laziness or convenience just 3 times a week. Did you know that menu prices on these apps are often inflated compared to the actual restaurant? Add delivery fees, platform fees, and surge pricing, and you are easily paying an extra 100 Indian rupees to 150 Indian rupees per order just for the convenience. 3 orders a week means 450 Indian rupees down the drain. That's roughly 1,800 Indian rupees a month and 21,600 Indian rupees a year just in invisible fees. Over 10 years, that amounts to Indian rupee 216,000 on delivery fees alone. Now, if you add the hidden processing fees and interest from buying gadgets on buy now, pay later, or credit card EMIs, an average young professional loses at least 4 Indian rupees to 5 Indian rupees lakhs in a decade just making app companies and banks richer. The third mistake is the most dangerous of them all. In finance, we call it lifestyle creep, which simply means increasing your expenses the exact moment your income goes up. Let's say your current salary is 30,000 Indian rupees. You work hard, get a promotion, and your salary jumps to 45,000 Indian rupees. You now have an extra 15,000 Indian rupees coming in every month. The smart move: invest that extra 15K. But what do 90% of people do? They instantly move into a more expensive apartment or finance a car with an EMI that wipes out that exact 15,000 Indian rupees increase. Look at the 10-year math on this. If you invested that 15,000 Indian rupees every month at a 12% compound interest rate instead of upgrading your lifestyle, you would have nearly 35 million Indian rupees. Yes, 35 lakh rupees, standing in your account in 10 years. Instead, you chose to blow it on liabilities. This is exactly why people make more money but still stay broke. Fourth mistake: treating savings as an afterthought. Do you know how most people manage their money? Income minus expenses equals savings. They get their salary, pay their bills, buy clothes, go out partying, and then decide to save whatever is left over. The problem: nothing is ever left over. The wealthy follow the exact opposite rule. Income minus savings equals expenses. The day your salary hits your account, your investment amount, whether it's 5,000 Indian rupees or 10,000 Indian rupees, should be automatically debited and moved away. You then force yourself to live through the month on whatever is left. When money isn't sitting casually in your account, you naturally stop spending it on useless things. Without automation, you will never build real wealth. The fifth and final mistake is hurting the current generation more than anything else: social spending, or playing the status game. We scroll through Instagram, see a friend check into a luxury hotel or buy a new bike, and FOMO hits hard. Why don't I have that? We think. So, we spend money we don't really have, to buy things we don't really need, just to impress people we don't even like. That one Indian rupee lakh phone bought on EMI or that expensive trip might give you temporary validation online, but it completely destroys the massive compound interest engine that could have secured your financial freedom over the next decade. Guys, becoming wealthy isn't about having a crore rupee salary. It's about plugging these tiny financial leaks before they sink your ship. I'm not telling you to stop enjoying life or skip your tea entirely, but you must understand the math behind your habits. Which of these 5 mistakes hit closest to home for you? Let me know down in the comments. And make sure to share this video with that one friend who spends way too much money every time you hang out. For more real-world financial breakdowns and strategies, hit that subscribe button for The Money Mind right now. See you in the next one.